Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is a little update for those that are wondering when they check Windows updates why they don't see the May 2020 update in the Windows update. Basically, there are some blockers yet that are still preventing some computers from getting the latest updates. Remember that, first of all, there are some blockers that are because of your manufacturer. So if the manufacturer of your PC still hasn't upgraded its device drivers properly to a compatible version, well, you might not see this on your computer. A lot of people are in the impression that Microsoft should do that job. It is not Microsoft's job to do updates on drivers. The worst part is Microsoft does work on drivers, because if they wouldn't, probably half of the computers that are using Windows 10 right now would not even work anymore because they would not have drivers. Why? Because the manufacturer doesn't care. He wants you to buy a new PC. It's interesting because there's a lot of people that are on the impression, well, yeah, that's Microsoft for you. They're pushing everything, so we buy new PCs. It's actually the other way around. Microsoft does everything to support your computers for a long time. And actually, if you look at Windows 10 and a wide variety of hardware that it actually works on, in old hardware, it shows you that Microsoft ain't pushing you towards a new PC. They want you to just be on the latest version of Windows 10 when it's possible. So a lot of the drivers for older PCs are actually made by Microsoft because the PC manufacturer doesn't care. Remember, the PC manufacturer is kind of your enemy, not your friend. And it is something that always been like that. So a lot of the blockers are due to the manufacturer not going very fast in updating its drivers for a new version. Worst yet, a lot of manufacturers will actually say, oh, well, it's that new version of Windows that's, a problem. When in reality, it's the other way around. 99% of the time, it's the manufacturer's problem. They just don't admit it. They just not going to say that their drivers are crappy or that their crapware that they put on their PC is a problem. So we got to mind that. And unfortunately, the mindset of a lot of people is that it's always Microsoft's fault. But any good tech guy is going to tell you, no, crappy drivers, crappy software is much more of a problem than anything Windows. Like I said, Windows isn't perfect. There are bugs and there are cases where it could crash because of something that is happening in the operating system. There's a few hardware things that are happening. One is some people that have a Connexent audio system in their PCs. There's a blocking bug for that because apparently there's an issue. So that could be why you don't see it. There's a couple of files, driver files in the system that some people have depending on their hardware. Something like AKS fridge or something like that, .sys, and I don't remember the exact name, but a lot of people that have those two files on their Windows operating system, actually what's happening is that you have a blocking bug because there's a problem with compatibility with these files. They are actually working on an update for that, so that means that eventually it's going to be fixed. So that might be why you don't see the update also, or that you get the message that says, well, there's a new version, but your PC isn't quite ready. So there's quite a few little things like that, but overall, Microsoft has opened the seeking to a lot more people in the past few days. So if you were one of those that didn't see it, or that it said that your PC wasn't ready and you wanted, you just go to your Windows updates in your PC and check for updates, because a lot of the blocking bugs were actually removed for a lot of PCs in the past few days. So that's a possibility that you'll get it. The other thing, well, there's a lot of blocking of your PC isn't ready yet. That could be due to third-party antivirus. Once again, they are slow to often update to make sure that their antivirus works with the latest versions of Windows. So if you have third-party antivirus, you can maybe try to remove the antivirus. Check Windows Update. If your May 2020 update arrives, you can always, reinstall that antivirus after the update process. So for the rest, once again, relax. 1 out of 10 users is on Windows 10 May 2020 update. So don't feel alone not having the update. 90% of everybody is not yet there. Once again, it doesn't matter and it's not a problem. Answering questions, a lot of people that are 1903, 1909. Yeah, well, 1903 is going to expire soon and I still don't see the update. Look, you still have time, okay? It expires 1903, the May 2019 update. Support expires in December, okay? You still got quite a few months. So as long as, you're getting the updates for now of security, that's the important thing. That's all. For the rest, when it gets there, it gets there. Once again, a lot of people are on the impression that there is tons of problem with this update. The reality is that people that have problems are mostly those that have pushed it. Because almost everybody that is, that 10%, 11.6% of people that updated through Windows Update, it's a very small minority that have issues. Very small. The thing is a lot of people have pushed it. And of course, they get bitten by the problem of, having problems. Because, if it doesn't show up, I'll tell you once again, if it doesn't show up, if it is not in Windows Update, or if it's telling you that your PC is not quite ready and you forced it, you took a gamble here. Because Microsoft's own AI kind of sees that your PC is not ready. And so by pushing it, you might be pushing a problem. And remember one last thing. Be very careful not to overload your PC with tons of software. Because the more you have programs installed, the more it's a difficult upgrade process, and probably you have more risk of getting problems. This is something that I've seen so often as a tech guy. People that download everything they see on the web, and they end up with a Windows that is so bloated and so big with all the software that it creates more problems than anything else. So, staying slim and just having what you need is the best way to operate on your PC. For the rest, well, yeah, you can push it, but I don't recommend it. A lot of you on the channel have pushed it and say, well, I've had no problems. And of course, that is the case. And last, a lot of you with Acer Nitro 5 said, well, I don't get it and I can't get it and you got it. What happens? Because I'm living the dangerous life. I pushed it and I didn't have any glitches and it works great. But, even if you have an Acer Nitro file like I do, I don't recommend that you push it. Wait for it to arrive naturally to your PC. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.